Hello. Hello. Jen here, Facebook and Instagram. I think we've got today. I'm just taking things out of my pockets. Hello. Nice to see you. I'm just going to wait for a couple of people to come in and then we're going to get started. It's all about winter wellness tonight, staying well over winter. So, hello. Hi Laura, hi Mary-Lou. Hi. So nice to see you. So, should we dive in? Got my Christmas jumper on, feeling festive. I have had a busy day at work today. I am a nurse, for those who don't know, in my day job. So I have just gone and changed out my uniform so I can be festive for you tonight. But actually, I'm still half in uniform, half done. But it's so nice to be with you tonight. So we're going to get started. We are going to talk a little bit about winter wellness tonight and how you can help yourself be more well this winter. The bugs have been horrible this year, haven't they? My house was hit with a horrible virus last week, and that my family they've got over now pretty much. And I escaped, and I was really pleased that I escaped. But I just know that there's so much about, so I thought I would do a live, do a bit of teaching and a bit of education, because there is so much that you can do with essential oils. And I want to tell you that actually I've got 3 children that were sick last week and my husband, and nobody had any over-the-counter medication. And they were really poorly actually, and we had lots of aches and pains, lots of temperatures, lots of different stuff going on, and we managed it all with essential oils. So yeah, why do we do that? So let's start there. So why would I use essential oils when there's other stuff out there? Oh, hi Julie, you managed to get here. It's so nice to see you. Sorry, the comments are a bit delayed, but I will, if you want to post a question, I'll try and go back over them, so feel free to bob them on as we go, but it won't be instant that they come to me, but I'd be super happy to answer any questions you've got. So why would I use essential oils to help support my family when they are not well? Very simply, because they work. They work. They are so quick. And I'm a children's nurse. I'm so experienced at using lots of different medicines, and I'm still for medication in its right place. But actually what I found incorporating essential oils into my family's healthcare is that actually we've been able to get over stuff quicker, that we've been able to cure aches and pains, and they had horrible tummy aches and really sore scratchy throats and horrible coughs, and I was really able to soothe them, and I feel so empowered as a mum, and that's why I love to share about them, because they're amazing. So if you haven't tried essential oils yet, we've got a mix of people on tonight, some of whom have got essential oils already in your home, and I'm going to teach how to use them hopefully tonight and give you a great idea about how to get the most out of your oils, get them used and keep yourself well this winter. Or there might be people who've not used essential oils or not doTERRA essential oils, and you think, what am I talking about? Stick in there, we'll talk together and give you some ideas about how you might like to get essential oils in your home to help your family. So just want to go over some of the key oils and ways that we have used them in the last sort of week or so, but also how you could use them in your home. So first of all, the king really, I think, when it comes to, I'm just going to move Instagram down a bit so I feel like I'm not glancing down all the time, is On Guard. So On Guard essential oil. So this is a blend of rosemary, eucalyptus, cinnamon, clove and wild orange. And I always panic that I've forgotten one and I haven't. I haven't. This oil is special. It's really special. It's pulled together. It's called the Protective Blend. doTERRA calls it the Protective Blend, and I love that. It's there to protect us, and this is your best friend this winter. It is your best friend. So I would advise you, if you have got anybody who is not well in your home, get this in your diffuser. So this is going to purify, it's going to actually clean the air. So if you've got one person sick, you potentially got the ability to stop that spreading to everyone else, which is amazing. So get it in your diffuser. Now it's a really strong smell. Some people, when I let them smell it, they sniff the bottle. They don't want to let their head go away from the bottle. They say it smells like Christmas. But for some people, it's maybe a bit of a stronger scent. And for children, it can be a bit of a stronger scent. So if that's the case, I would say pair it with wild orange or, over here, lemon. So On Garden lemon are really brilliant to put in your diffuser, 3 drops of each. And that is going to not only clean your air, it's going to provide an amazing smell in your home, and it's actually going to boost your immunity. So you're going to breathe that in and it's actually going to boost your immunity. So it's really, really powerful. So this is your best friend. So how else can we use this oil? Well, so many ways. So many ways. So I'm just going to check my notes. So you need to get your oils in the diffuser. I was supposed to say before. I just looked at my notes and realised the number one way to stay well this winter is use your oils. Whatever oils, but I'm going to tell you the best ones. So On Garden lemon in your diffuser is brilliant. How else can we use On Guard? Okay, great to not only just put it into the air and diffuse it and breathe it in, but also get it on your skin. So how would I do that? How do I do that, Jen? Well, if you're an adult, you could maybe choose to put a drop of this oil on your feet at night, just 1 drop, on the bottom of your feet. I get asked that a lot. On the sole of your foot. Which bit of the foot do I mean? Test it out a tiny bit at first. It does have what we call hot oils. So clove is a hot oil, and what that means is it can be a little bit spicy on your skin. Oh, Louise is saying she must have missed it. What oils is On Guard made of? So I'm just going to go over that one more time. It's wild orange, eucalyptus, rosemary, clove and cinnamon, and that's what makes up On Guard. So you could put a drop on your feet, but do make a test first just to check that it's not sort of hot and spicy for you. If it is, add some cream to it and that will sort that out for you. Don't wash it, it will drive it in more, but add some sort of cream to it. Or the other thing that you can do, or if you're using it on the little people in your house, on your children maybe, is you can make up a roller bottle. Now for my children, I have 3 children, and we go through roller bottles if they're sort of this size quite quickly. So I've got a jumbo one. So I bought this from Essential Oil Supplies, and if you want to know more about that, send me a message. They're brilliant to be able to get stuff delivered for you to be able to make these yourself. So what I've done here, I don't know if you can read, it says Kids Immunity Blend on my label, so I know what I've got in which roller bottle. In here I have put different oils to boost my children's immunity, and what I do is it's got this jumbo top and then it's got that massive roller, you can see. So you literally roll it on, and can you see it's shiny? I don't know if the light's playing. I don't know if you can see. No, I don't think you can see. So it rolls onto your skin. Oh, it smells lovely. It smells really nice. And you can apply that. You must dilute it. So what I do is I drop the drops of oil into my big roller bottle, my empty roller bottle, and I then top it up with something called fractionated coconut oil. Again, if you think, oh my gosh, what is she talking about, send me a message. I put them in. I do it to the dilution that is safe for my children, so that's varied depending on your child and age. I've used 6 drops of each of the oil in my big 30ml roller, and I rub that either on the bottom of their feet or up and down their spine every single night. Okay? I believe that really boosts my children's immunity. But last week, as I told you at the beginning of the video, they did get poorly, they did get sick, and that does happen, doesn't it? We know that that happens despite our best efforts. Sometimes our children get poorly. So what I do in that case is I apply this more often, because I want to try and equip their body with the tools with which to heal. So I'm going to encourage loads of fluids, loads of rest, and I'm going to use more oils when they're poorly. So I use the same roller bottle, and I put it up and down their spine, maybe even every hour when they're unwell. And the key thing with oils is consistency. So if you use them once when you're sick, they may not make you better. But if you use them consistently and if you keep going, they will support your body to help heal. So what else do I put in this? Because On Guard can't be the only oil that is good for immunity. No, it's not. So I use a little combo of oils. So if you have got oils already, these are some that you might have, that you might like to incorporate. So in mine here, I have On Guard lemon. Put lemon oil in. It's detoxifying for the body, helps you flush out those toxins, which is very, very helpful. What else did I have in my bottle? Melaleuca, which you may know as tea tree oil. I have that in my roller bottle for my children. And I have another oil that you wouldn't have if you got a starter kit, which is called Arbor Vitae. So Arbor Vitae oil it's a beautiful smelling oil. It's unusual smelling. It's from a massive, massive tree in America, and it's a really good oil to use for boosting of immunity and supporting the body. So I like to add that in to my immunity blend as well. So I think that's got that covered. So can you read on my little label? I think it's backwards for you, isn't it? Is it backwards for you, Facebook? I don't think you can read it. But so I put in here 6 drops of Arbor Vitae, lemon, Melaleuca, On Guard. I fill it up with fractionated coconut oil and I apply it to my children. And if they're sick, I apply it more. Okay? So can you use that as an adult? Absolutely. You probably just want to put more drops in the bottle. So for an adult, we'd say roughly around 10 drops per 10ml bottle. But I put about 12 drops maybe of each oil. I do a very, very similar, in fact it might be exactly the same. So the Arbor Vitae, On Guard, Melaleuca and lemon. And I put 12 drops of each. I top it up with fractionated coconut oil and I apply it to my feet and I support my body. And last week, whilst my family were unwell, I made sure I at least did it twice a day and I actually put it up and down my spine, which due to my very, very long arms isn't a challenge for me, but I appreciate that. Might not be that easy for everybody. But I wanted to equip myself and hopefully not get sick, and I didn't. So I was super, super happy. So what other oils? Whilst we're on topical use, which means putting oils on our skin. So again, just want to really lay down, I'm not advocating use of any other oils on your skin, any essential oils other than doTERRA essential oils. They are 100% pure, which is so important for safety. So I'm only advocating using doTERRA essential oils on your skin and diluting them. So what other ways, what other oils can we use on our skin for helping us stay well this winter or helping us through something? So what else did I use last week? So this was a big player last week for us. Air oil. Okay, so air is a blend of essential oils, again, like On Guard. So air has in it, I'm going to read it so I don't forget one. It has in it peppermint, melaleuca, tea tree, lemon, camphor, bay, and eucalyptus. And it is so strong. It's the emotional oil of letting go, which I love. That's just a little freebie. It's not really about winter wellness. But, Mary-Lou says she loves the smell of air. Yeah, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing oil. And this clears those airways. Goodness me, couldn't we all do with some of that this winter? So this is a fabulous oil to get in your diffuser. You could even pair it with On Guard if you wanted. If you wanted to boost your immunity and clean your air and give yourself your stuffy nose, help your stuffy nose, you could even pair them together. Can we put two in a diffuser together? Of course we can. Yeah, just if you like the smell of them together. So air oil is one. Mary-Lou said want to, yeah, let go a lot. It's good for you. So air oil is one that's amazing for any sort of respiratory issues, of which there is a lot going around, isn't there, this winter. This is going to be your friend. So you can put it in your diffuser, but you can also, diluted, put it topically, okay? So I would use this on my children. I would use this on myself even if I needed to. And I have a very battered, slightly embarrassingly battered, well loved and used roller bottle here. So I have a doTERRA, so you can get plain ones that you can do yourself, or there's some what they call touch rollers, which means they are diluted and ready to go. They are safe to use on all your family, and they are a little roller bottle all ready to go and ready to rub straight on to skin. Okay, so they, oh, that smells good. So you can put this on feet of very young children. You can put this as they get a little bit older on their chest, on their back, to support them, and we have been doing all of those things this week. This is super helpful. Are the doTERRA rollers fillable, refillable? Yes, this is why mine's so battered. So you do need a little tool. I think it's Gay, isn't it? You do need a little tool because, which I have, but I haven't got to show you, which just gets under this little lip here and it pops the top off for you, and you can then refill it, because actually the most cost-effective thing to do is to buy the bigger bottle of oil, and then you can make lots of rollers with that. There's 250 drops in this roller, in this bottle, so I've perhaps put 10 drops into my roller bottle here, so you can appreciate this would make 25 of these, and if you had a little child who you just put in 2 or 3 drops in, it would make even more, so it goes really far. How old for using on the chest? There's no exact recommendations. I think it's what you feel comfortable with. So the reason I would extend a little bit of caution with the air oil on the chest of tiny children is just because it's got peppermint oil in it. So we're not to be scared about using the oils, but we also want to make sure that we're sensible with them. And we need to just be careful, because they are powerful, because they're pure, they're powerful, which is how they work, which is wonderful, but we just want to make sure we're being careful with our little ones. So for me, I've used air on my daughter since she was 2 on her chest, and I felt comfortable with that, but if you felt uncomfortable, you could use it on their feet, and that would be okay. So there's other things that you might have used previously. I'm not going to name the brand, though you could put it in the comments and guess what I'm talking about, which is a more traditional, would we call it a lotion? You might call it a tub. of a substance that you would always put on your child's chest, or even I was taught to put it on their feet and put socks on. And you may know what I'm talking about. I would just challenge you, if you have that in your cupboard, go and look at what's in it. Someone told me to do that about a year ago and I was shocked. Yes, you've both got it right. Instagram, Gay, you've got it right, and Louise, you've got it right. It is shocking what is in there. So although I give some caution with oils because I want to be responsible with anything that I am advising anyone else to do, and with my own family, actually the things that we have thought were safe and that are very well used, actually some of the ingredients are not great. So just, yeah, be aware of the other stuff that is around. So we've got air, we've got a superstar. So what else could we use on chest? So I used a bit of a different combo this week, which is, I don't have thyme essential oil, which I would have used. Thyme is an amazing oil, an amazing herb. And if you look into sort of traditional and herbal remedies, thyme comes up again and again for chest. So that is one that I want in my toolkit, to be honest, for next winter. But in the absence of thyme, this year I have used a little combo that I found recommended for use on the chest, which was eucalyptus, rosemary, which is the herb I had, though I would have switched it with thyme if I had it, and lime essential oil. And then sometimes I switch it up with frankincense, lime, and rosemary. Okay, why did I choose these? So you can make a chest rub. So there's lots of beautiful recipes out there for using beeswax and all the things. And to be honest, it was tough last week. I had 3 of them poorly, and one after the other. I didn't make a chest rub, going to be really honest. But what I did do is I just got some coconut oil from my kitchen and I bobbed a blob in my hand, and then I put a drop of all these oils. I used rosemary, lime and frankincense, or rosemary, lime and eucalyptus, but I haven't got that one right now. I used these 3. Frankincense is known to be an expectorant, which means it helps lift off the chest. Lime is a citrus oil, so it's good for clarifying, and it's really clearing for the airways, if that even makes sense. And rosemary, herbs are really powerful for the chest in terms of, again, breaking down that mucus. So they, in combination, I would put a blob of literally coconut oil in my hand, a drop of each of them. I'd rub my hands together and I would rub it on my children, and actually my poor husband, who also has had a terrible cough, to just help their chests, help support their respiratory system. And it did really it gave us some better night's sleep, it gave us some soothing, and it was really helpful. So yeah, look up some brilliant chest rubs and let me know how you get on. But in the absence of all that, you are maybe going to do what I did, which is grab some coconut oil and pop some oils on it, and yeah, get going that way, and that works too. So just making sure they're diluted so they're safe to use. So that's something that I've used. So I'm just checking the time so I don't natter on too long. So there's some uses that we can use topically. The other thing I wanted to mention was, you get really dry skin. Does anyone suffer from really dry skin in the winter? I'm going to wait for you. See if anyone thumbs up, if you do, maybe. So I love to use a couple of things. There's no thumbs up, I'm going to carry on. Oh yes, somebody's saying yes, brilliant, great. Well, I'm really pleased that I'm sharing this then. So I use a couple of things. One is, be careful what you're washing with. So what are you washing with? Are you washing with stuff that's going to really dry out your skin, that's not going to put anything back? be cautious over that and be careful, because actually that isn't going to help anything. For my hands especially, you wash them all the time, don't you? And someone goes poorly in your house and you wash and wash and wash, and that can be really, really drying. So number one of the things that I use is doTERRA On Guard hand wash. You don't have to buy it in these pumps. It comes in a big bottle and you can dilute it. So I dilute it. It's about a quarter of this bottle is actual hand wash solution. I fill it up with water. You can add other oils if you want. If you want it to smell like Christmas, add your holiday joy in, add your harvest spice in if you want. But this is great because it's not drying, and it also gives another boost to your immunity, which is amazing. Okay, so number one, what are you washing in? Other options, body washes, face washes, what are you washing in? That's my question. And there's definitely doTERRA options for them for you to try with essential oils in them. And the other thing I like to do is make cream. So one of my children in particular struggles terribly with their skin. Another one of them, we've almost got better, but we have to watch him. And I tend to get some dry skin, especially over winter. So we make a cream. I don't know if you can see it. I have this sort of everywhere in little jars. I've put one in the car now because they always seem to ask in the car. And I put oils in it. So I make this cream. So let me know, send me a message if you want the recipe, and I'll get the recipe to you. I don't know whether I'll be able to go through all the comments, so maybe just send me a private message after. Or put your email address in the comments and I'll send it, and I'll send you the recipe for this cream. It is so easy. So easy. I am a mum of 3 who works. I need it to be easy, and it is. So this is shea butter. So it's not really for anyone who's got a nut allergy, I'm afraid, but it is my favourite recipe at the moment. It's shea butter, it is olive oil, vitamin E oil, and my essential oils. So I choose to put in this cream frankincense, lavender, and some yarrow pom oil, which is quite an unusual oil, but it's amazing for skin, absolutely incredible for skin. And this is so soothing to skin, it's so nourishing and moisturising, it's absolutely fabulous. You can put this, I can see people struggling for round the nose and their mouth, absolutely. I've literally done that on my children before I've put them to bed tonight, before I've come on live. Your legs, absolutely, you can put that on. I would use this anywhere. It is a little bit of a greasier cream, but I would use this. I do also have a recipe for a lip balm, which is a slightly more complicated. It is, how would you make a lip balm? Great minds think alike, Mary Lou. So it involves beeswax. So I've definitely got a recipe for that too. So if you want that, again, bob in the comments your email address and I'll get that out to you. And again, I add in lavender usually into my lip balm, and I actually have a friend who really struggles with her lips, and so I made the lip balm really for her. I have one myself, but I actually made it for her, and she said it's the best thing she's ever tried, and her lips are better this winter than I've ever seen them. They would be peeling and so sore. So it's so good because you can get the goodness of all the natural ingredients, but then the power of your essential oils, the healing power of your essential oils. So that's brilliant. So that's a great one to whip up in your kitchen and get in your handbag, and makes really cute presents as well, you know. Yeah, really, really sweet. So that's great. So that's another good little tip. Do I have any dry scalp essential oil tips? Absolutely. I use essential oils on, Louise says she wants the recipes for everything. Of course, I'll send them over. So the big one for anything hair or anything scalp for me is rosemary, would be my biggest recommendation. I'd maybe join up rosemary and lavender for extra healing gay on your scalp. It is your choice how you use that. So you could put rosemary and lavender into your shampoo and really rub that into your scalp and then wash off. What I tend to do, and I've actually been really into hair growth. I don't know if anyone met me a few months ago when I had a bob, and I've been really into growing my hair and I wanted to stimulate hair growth. So what I actually do is I wash my hair, and when it's wet, I put a drop of rosemary essential oil onto my hands. I rub my hand just neat, rub it together, and I rub my scalp with rosemary oil. Doesn't make my hair greasy, it's absolutely fine. That's the biggest question that I have, and I find it's really, really soothing to my scalp, and has made my hair grow nice and thick. So yeah, really happy with that. Any other questions? Okay. So I'm going to move on to another way to use essential oils. Again, I'm going to reiterate, do not do this with any other essential oils other than doTERRA for their purity, which is internal use. So you are hearing right. I am saying that you can ingest doTERRA essential oils. So I would advocate this for adults in the main, and you can do your own research on what you're comfortable with for your children. But the talking that I'm going to do now about internal use of the oils, I'm talking to adults, and I'm talking about adults, just to make that clear. So there's a few different ways that I'd love to share with you how you can use the oils. One is really simple, is put them in some warm water. So I mean warm water, not boiling. So what we tend to do in our house is, I haven't got a mug, fill maybe a quarter to a third of the mug, maybe a third of the mug, with cold water from the tap. I then put in my oils, whatever I want to use, and then top up with water from the kettle, which just makes it warm enough to be really lovely to drink. But if you put oils on top of boiling water, all you're going to get is that aromatic use, that breathing in that we talked about before, and you don't actually get to ingest any because there isn't any left, because they've all come off. So you need to be getting the oils at a slightly lower temperature so that you can actually ingest them. So that's all that is. So you might want to put in your water in the morning lemon. That is a brilliant way to start your day. It is cleansing for your system. I love it in cold water, but I know lots of people prefer it in hot water. You can use peppermint to start your day, a natural energizer, a lovely way to start your day. And 1 drop of peppermint oil in comparison to peppermint tea compares to about 28 peppermint teas or peppermint tea bags. They are that powerful. So if you want those effects, if you want those benefits, why don't you try it with a drop of peppermint essential oil? So other ones that you can use for wellness are your immune boosting oils. So you can put On Guard in your drink, okay? The other one that you can use, very similar to On Guard, but you may have about, because it's Christmas, excuse my, I've not got too much washing up behind me. Excuse my washing up whilst I just grab the oil that I forgot, but I want to show you how you can use, hold on. Here I am. Holiday Joy. So Holiday Joy, I don't know if any of you've got this. I love this oil. I'm so happy this year to have got it in a big bottle because I was so precious over my 5ml bottle last year, and I was so sad it might run out. Holiday Joy is like On Guard in terms of it has in it orange, clove, cinnamon, but then has some different oils. So nutmeg, balsam Oregon, I'm gonna have to clarify that, and vanilla. And it's so beautiful. I wish there was smell-o-vision right now. So beautiful. So you can use this if you want your house to smell even more Christmassy than On Guard on its own. You can use this. So sometimes I switch it out. So I might use On Guard or I might use Holiday Joy. And again, for my husband last week, currently smelling mine. Someone says that's so lovely. Oh, I'm chuffed that you're smelling yours whilst you're listening. That's so great. So Holiday Joy is a lovely one to put into warm water and to have as a drink, and that is going to boost your immune system by getting it internally into you. So that's brilliant oil to use. You could pair that with lemon if you wanted. That would be a great pairing. And some of the other things, come on Jen, some of the other combinations of oils that you can use. One of them, it is sort of a picture that goes around. It's called the Flume. It's a combination of oils, and it is, let me find them, frankincense for the F, lemon for the L, first O is On Guard. I'm going to run out of hands now. Second O is oregano, and the M is melaleuca. Okay, and these oils in combination are amazing to help your body. I would advise that you use them as soon as you can. If you're poorly, get them in as soon as you can. They are going to help your body to fight whatever it is. Okay, so you can use them in hot water if you're brave. You can add a spoon of honey, which is going to make it a lot more pleasant. I would definitely advise that. That's a lot more palatable. Or you can actually use something called veggie caps, which are like an empty capsule. You can get them from doTERRA, and you can put a drop of each of the oils into there, close the capsule, and you can take it just like a tablet, and then you don't have to taste any of them. So that's totally up to you. If you did have a scratchy throat, it would be a really good idea to maybe put them in water or some honey, and take them so that they were going down that area and get into that area as well. That would be my thoughts on that. So Louise is asking how often. So I would myself, if I was thinking I was coming down with something, I would maybe take one in the morning and one in the evening. And you can look into the research a little bit yourself and what you're comfortable with, and if you're comfortable to take some more. Can I say the 5 oils again? Yes. You ready? Frankincense, lemon, On Guard, oregano, and melaleuca. Did you get them? I think so. Hopefully I said that slowly enough. So this is amazing, and I have seen people who have thought they're getting something, thought they're coming down with something really nasty, and have been absolutely blown away by the power of these oils by using those in combo. So they are a combination that you want to have in your toolkit. You want to make sure you've always got those oils, because when you need them, and they will amaze you. So that is definitely one to have. So other ways, that other little combinations, let me just check my notes, that you can use together. You could just literally, on a spoonful of honey, you could, or with a spoonful of honey, sorry, you could do, I've got a healthy tea recipe, which is On Guard. I told you it'd come up a lot, that's why we started there tonight. On Guard, turmeric, massively anti-inflammatory, very, very powerful essential oil, and frankincense. So you could do a teaspoon of honey and then a drop of each of these oils, and that is going to be really, really beneficial and really, really good to boost your immunity. The other idea that I had was On Guard honey. On Guard honey, I love it. So there's this beautiful recipe. I will, again, anyone who's put it in the comments, I'll get this out to you so you don't have to write this down. But it is approximately 4 ounces of honey. It is 10 drops each, so obviously for an adult, of On Guard, lemon, peppermint, melaleuca, frankincense and lavender. Slightly off topic. Can holiday peace also be taken internally like joy? I haven't used holiday peace internally. Holiday peace has got some of the firs, some of their tree oils in it. Okay, so I'd have to look that up for you. I'll look that up for you and I'll reply in the comments to that after this call. So I'm coming to the end of my time. I've talked tonight about how you can use the oils aromatically, diffusing them in your home to help feel more well this winter and help boost your immunity. We've talked about how to get oils on your skin and how to use them to support your body and your immune system and your children's, which is super important, or super important to me as mum, and how you can use them internally. But that was something, I've talked about different balms and things that you can make super easily and make them really potent and powerful with your oils. One thing I didn't want to go without mentioning for winter wellness is actually sleep. So the biggest things that you can do for your wellness this winter is wash your hands lots, and with something like On Guard hand wash, which is going to boost you whilst you do it and not hurt your hands and not kill every bit of not strip your hands of all the moisture that we were talking about before. You can drink more, so up your fluids. It sounds so sensible, it sounds so simple, but it's so powerful to helping you be more well. Increase the nutrients in your diet. So you might want to reach for those comfort foods, but actually make sure you've got greens on your plate and eat lots of them. Do the 20 different fruit and veg challenge like we are this week, and we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. Can you do it? Can you do it? And let me know. And we've been chalking it up on our chalkboard. Our kids are loving that. Use your oils. Use your oils to support you and your family every day. Use them consistently every day. And lastly, get good sleep. So can you limit your screen use in the evening to prevent that blue light getting into your eyes that actually is really harmful for our sleep patterns? Can you get out in the morning and go for a walk to help reset your circadian rhythms, which just means your sleep patterns in normal English? Can you have a nighttime routine? Can you go through some gratitude as you fall to sleep? Gratitude rewrites your brain and it's so powerful. And use your oils to sleep. So these are my favourite oils to use for sleep. They are amazing. Serenity, which is a blend again with lavender, cedarwood. I'm going to forget one now. Lavender, cedarwood, ylang ylang, gonna have to list them afterwards. Beautiful, beautiful smell. And we have this on our diffuser every night, and I put a drop on my feet, and it's really powerful, and I know when I've done it and I know when I haven't. So this is helpful, supportive night's sleep and balance. Possibly one of my absolute favourite oils. So this is Howood, Blue Tansy, Blue Chamomile, frankincense and spruce, and it's beautiful. This is called the Grounding Blend. It someone else loves Serenity, that's so nice. It brings us to ourself, brings us to center, so it's amazing for me. Sometimes it can be all over the place and everywhere, and I find it so helpful. I put it on my pulse points. You could put it on the back of your neck before bed, or really at any point in the day, on the bottom of your feet before bed, like I do. So I put a drop of Serenity, drop of Balance on my feet, and then usually I put an extra bit of Serenity Balance around here so I can smell it, and I smell it off my hands to get that aromatic, get it into my brain, up my olfactory nerve. And they're powerful. They are powerful oils to help you sleep. So if you get good quality sleep, you can help. Your body is going to help heal and recover and rest and recover, or not get sick in the first place. And I hope that gives you just some ideas of how to stay well this winter. So there's one last question, and bob any on right now. I know I'm over time now, so I'm conscious that I want to finish, but only because I'm keeping you. I could obviously chat all night to you. Louise is just asking, what's a good blend to help lift brain fog in the morning? So number one, actually, Louise, I'd be asking about the quality of sleep you're having. So I would really, really encourage you to use your oils at night. If you haven't got Serenity and Balance, you could try frankincense, lavender, wild orange. They're all really supportive oils for sleep, and there's so many. These are my favourites, but there's so many, but you could start there. You could diffuse them, you can put them on your feet. And you also, so I would first try and help your sleep at night. And that can be really tricky. Sometimes we have children that get us up in the night. That was certainly me last week. I was just up all night, every night for 5 nights, and it's tough. It's so tough. So it's about getting good quality sleep when you're asleep, which is why I love Serenity and Balance, because they give me that. But also we need oils to help wake us up in the morning. Actually we do, don't we? So sometimes, so my favourite combo for that is wild orange and peppermint. If any of you have been to any of my classes, one of my favourite things to do to amaze people at the power of these oils is a drop of wild orange in one hand, a drop of wild peppermint in the other hand. You rub them together and you breathe them in. Take 5 to 10 big deep breaths, and you are going to feel your brain wake up. It's so much better than a cup of coffee. So let me know if you try that. Let me know if you try that tip. Need to use essential oils to help the babies to sleep? Absolutely. So this is straight out of my kids' bedroom. It's a lavender roller bottle. It goes on their feet. It goes on my older kids' temples, and maybe even on their wrists to smell as they go to sleep. And it really, really helps. There's a couple of kids' oils. Also, my kids love the blend called Karma, which is a slightly lighter fragrance than Serenity, and they really enjoy that, and that also helps promote their sleep. So yeah, you can of course you can use oils on your children to help them sleep better, and I absolutely do. Would be my advice. Of course, we all need our kids to sleep better. So hope these tips have been helpful. I've really enjoyed spending time with you again here on live, and I hope to catch up with you soon. It was so helpful. Oh, thank you so much for that feedback. That's great. I think I'm going to have a little bit of time off lives just until the new year, and I am then going to be doing at least a monthly live with you, because I've really enjoyed them, and I think you guys have too. So if you've got any topics that you're desperate for me to cover, I tell you what, write me a message and I'll try and cover them. But I've really enjoyed being with you. Jane, I'm sorry you've just bobbed on right now, but I'm about to go off and you can watch it. It's lovely to see you on. Thank you so much for joining in, everyone. I'm going to press end now, and I will see you soon. Take care.